Okay, so hey, music producers and sound designers, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. And welcome back to the stream. Today, we're going to be diving in to Reaktor again, and we're going to be looking at designing a quick sound. So, hey, producers and sound designers, if you ever wondered how to push Reaktor in just a few minutes, in 10 minutes to be exact, I'm going to build out a full synth patch from scratch. No presets, no templates, just raw modular creativity. And if you're into sound design, weird textures, or just want beats that stand out, this is a stream for you. So let's cook. So I'm going to start off with grabbing the components that we need to build this out. And we're going to grab the basic components. So let's start it up. I'm just going to grab a project timer. This is just helpful for me. And start it. So I'm just going to make sure I add that to the actual project. There we go. And we're timing. So that's great. Now, I'm going to go back to our patch. And I'm going to add in the basic modules we need. That's going to be a note in. I'm going to bring in a clock. Going to bring in a filter. And finally a VCA out. And lastly, we may need the sequencer. We might use it later. So I'm going to bring in, also I need one more thing. That's going to be an oscillator. So we're going to grab an oscillator. So I'm going to choose a different oscillator from our rack section. Oh, and I need one more thing, maybe some effects. And this is like a shopping cart, just grabbing some things that I need. Let's grab this multi-wave. So now I'm going to connect this up. And I think I want two oscillators here. So I'm going to be bringing in my mix just so I can combine them. So it looks something like that. Just going to do a quick build on the fly. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see what we're doing. Okay. And see how fast we can generate a sound from our patch. So right now that's the piano sound. It's going to turn on record enable. Going to bring in our envelope. Like so. And finally, we should get some sound. Just going to turn up the volume. There we go. So we got volume, we got our first sound. We can manipulate and morph the sound. I'm just going to do a little shaping. We're blending them together. And we're going to start with a basic sequencer to get them playing together. gonna move some of my connections. And we should get some sound playing through our sequencer. Just gonna initiate our clock. Let's try with the internal clock first. And I'm just going to do a little bit of reorganizing to the panel so that it makes a little bit more sense in terms of signal flow. Oscillator should be near the top. And finally, I want you to visualize what this waveform's looking like. So I'm going to bring in a scope. And we can see visually what our waveform is doing. Okay, so we got a basic sound going in just a few minutes of work. Just get that sound going. I think our clock went a little bit off, so we actually had that sound going in 7 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, gonna pause that. So I'm gonna switch that to the external clock of Ableton. I'm now going to save this patch. Save the patch. And then we can record it in. So I'm going to grab a section here. Record in what we have. Okay. Let's just make sure we got, audio coming in. Okay, let's hit the record enable. Okay. For some reason our audio is not recording in, so that's strange. Let's see. Just gonna make sure our audio settings are okay. Yes, they are. Okay. So let's do that again. And there we go. We have an audio track. So let's mute that and test it out. Okay, we can take this section, and that is our finished sound that we can use in our productions. Of course, you can do more tweaking as you go along with your sound, but we got a simple sound using a few Reaktor modules to create it. And yeah, we're using 2 oscillators and mixing them together through a filter and sending them out through a VCA, which is an amp. So all in all, this adds some texture, and I could even add a LFO to create some subtle cutoff. And actually, let's go ahead and do that maybe, just to demonstrate. So bring in an LFO. We can modulate one of the oscillators. So at this point, I'd have to re-record it. So actually, we're just gonna leave it as is for now. I'd have to re-record it, but that's okay. So just gonna activate it and play. And then I can show you what the LFO does. So if I add it on here, add some subtle movement to our sound. But I'm not loving that, so I'm liking the original a little bit more. So we're going to stick with this. Hopefully you're able to learn something from this session and get some sound design ideas on how you can design your presets. So the final sound, no presets, all done in Reaktor. And if you want the patch, just be sure to comment in the comment section, and I'll be glad to send it to you, and I'll post it in the description as well. And if you want me to design, let me know what you want to see in the next session. Same time tomorrow, as I stream every night. So I'm going to continue to build out this beat, just a basic loop, just to demonstrate how this would work. So there we go. Just gonna add in some stuff. And just create a simple pattern around it. I'm just gonna make a simple pattern here. Okay, so I'm just going to build a simple pattern to demonstrate this. Okay, so got a simple pattern here. Just going to replicate it. You know, there's our drums right now, so I'm gonna group them together. Gonna bring in some audio effects or MIDI effects or audios. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna expand this. Okay, I think I'm gonna add another layer of sound. Gives that video game vibe. I'm gonna check the key. Okay, we are in C major. So just gonna convert a piece of this to some MIDI. Okay, and now I'm gonna take this. Oops. Sounds like 2D. I want some more space. Let's add some kind of lead on top just to flesh it out. I'm going to try out one of my tools here to help me generate a melody out of this. Okay. So we are in C. C major. Let's add some rhythm. Let's test it out. I like this one. I'll stick with it. Okay, so I'm gonna record this in, or bring in the MIDI. Oh, there it is. Okay. So hopefully you're able to gain some knowledge through this session. You're able to learn something about sound design. I just wanted to flesh out the idea for you to really have an idea of how to use sound design and modular synthesis inside your tracks, and how you can go from this, just a basic patch module, patches and modules, to something that you can use in a fully fleshed out track. Just to recap, our sound was something like this. And we took that sound and we're able to create a track that sounds like this. Well, thanks for watching. I'm DannyXander, and I will see you in the next live stream. Keep sound designing, and peace out. See ya.